Good afternoon, folks. This is Fred Campos, owner of DFW Website Designers. It's episode number 144 on March the 20th, 2021 of your 3 business tips at 3 o'clock in and around 3 minutes. This weekend, I am working on my taxes, and we've talked a lot about tax tips for small business folks. Those were in episodes number 95 through 97. And those of you that have listened to all of these know that in episode 26, I told you that I use my smartphone, use the Evernote apps, and I keep track of receipts. Well, since I'm working on taxes today, I want to talk to you about receipts. We're going to talk about 3 things: the business purpose of a receipt, logging it in your business journal, and about not using cash. Business tip number 1. It is absolutely essential that you keep track of your receipts for your accountant to show that you have proof of business expenses. Receipts can be everything from having a coffee with a client, taking them out to lunch, or spending money on laptops, office equipment, paper, all that stuff. The most important thing you do with a receipt, in the old days, you used to flip it over, you used to put the date and the business purpose on it. But now, since we're scanning them, you need to put the business purpose on the front. What are you spending money on that could be perhaps a deduction on your business expense taxes? Again, I mentioned some of those things. Most of your hard assets of any kind of office furniture, business receipts could be any services, software, any products that you buy for your business. But it could also be any meals that you have with clients. And again, anything that you would spend in your business. When in doubt, keep the receipt of it, write its business purpose, and talk with your accountant. Number 2, I highly recommend that you keep a business journal, not only of what appointments that you have, but here's what mine is. I use a journal just like this. You put the date on there, and you track your business expenses. This is a secondary way, in addition to the receipt. There have been times in previous years where I actually even tape the receipt into my business journal, but have some sort of written journal of what you're spending your time and money on that can help you in doing your income tax. Business tip number 3, which should be obvious, I have been guilty of this, but from a tracking perspective, it is always better that you have a separate business credit card, and that you remember that when you buy or do anything that is a business expense related, to not use cash. Business tip number 3 is don't use cash, because you want to have a receipt as well as some other outsourced method of tracking it. Most of us will track it against our credit card summary, but we want to also have the receipt with that, and we also want to track it in our business journal. These are all things that will help you prepare and get things organized for your accountant. It's tax season, and all of these are deductions which come across the gross revenue you make in order to bring your net income down. If you're a solopreneur, you might be filing your taxes under your personal taxes. You might have an LLC. So there's all these tax benefits that you get from receipts. As always, digitize your receipts, store them in something like Evernote. That's what I use. There's lots of other products out there. And keep track of everything. Continue to do your taxes. I'm just sharing you the stuff that I am learning myself. As always, I want you guys to be awesome. Now go back to sleep.